Hi, I'm George Acorn with Fortitude.com. I'm here today at the 2011 North American International Auto Show with Audi of America's Johan Nysschen. Got a few questions here from various social media outlets, Facebook, Twitter, and the rest. Why don't we start with the new Audi A6? Johan, this question comes from Quattro World, their Facebook page. What is the biggest area of improvement with the new A6, and what engines might we see in the car for the United States?
Well, it is a total redesign, so it's not just product freshening. A lot of technological improvements, body construction, big gains in weight reduction, which is important for vehicle dynamics, of course, and fuel consumption and emissions. A lot of new electronic features on board, so a very comprehensive advance into the future. And this allows us, for example, to reduce the fuel consumption on this model by around 19%, which I think is quite a big leap forward.
What engines will be available for the United States in this car?
We will launch the car with the highly acclaimed 3.0 supercharged motor, but I think that it is likely that we'll see an expansion of the lineup. We will also be looking at introducing a 4-cylinder model in utilizing the fact that we've got so much weight reduction. You can now use the positive weight spiral, you can downsize engines without compromising performance, and that allows you to get even higher efficiency and lower fuel consumption numbers. And we're also considering introduction of our clean diesel technology with the V6 TDI engine. And of course, there's no final decision yet, but it's also possible that we may introduce the A6 hybrid to the US.
If you do bring a hybrid, another question that's come over from Quattro World's Facebook page, if you do bring the hybrid, how do you manage the message of that alongside clean diesel, where Audi is already quite strong?
I think the two technologies are complementary. It depends very much on the driving conditions that the buyer would find himself in. If you do very heavy stop-go traffic and you do 25 miles a day under those kind of driving conditions, no doubt a hybrid will give better fuel consumption. But if, like most American users, you have a combination of heavy stop-go traffic and lighter inter-suburban traffic, interspersed with some open road expressway cruising, there is no technology on the face of this earth right now that can even come close to TDI clean diesel technology. So that is why we think that we could comfortably market them side by side.
Next question from Mark Landine on Audi USA's Facebook page. What's the feature you like best about the car?
No, apart from the stunning design, I think the interior is phenomenal. It takes Audi's reputation for craftsmanship and really progressive design to a new level in the interior. But the drivability of the car, because of the weight reduction again, it's very, very responsive dynamically. The acceleration is there, the steering agility is there, the braking response is there. It's a phenomenal driver's car.
If we can segue a bit, I have a question here from Ian Duff on Audi USA. How will the A7's introduction to the United States market affect the A6 being sold alongside?
Well, I think the cars are distinctly different. We actually see it as an integrated strategy with the A8, the all-new A8, the A7 and the A6, giving us three very powerful tools with which to attack the high-end segments of the market. The A8 unquestionably our technological flagship, but the A7 offers a more avant-garde, more sporty style alternative, and then the A6 solidly positioned in the core of the mid-size executive segment. We think the cars are highly complementary and in fact will give us critical mass in terms of a presence in these high-end segments and probably draw more customers in and generate more sales. We don't anticipate significant substitution between the two.
Another question from Ian, segue to TDI. Audi's earned a lot of acclaim with TDI Motorsport. What are the chances of seeing TDI in a sporting model, say an S or an RS?
I think we already offer our S-line package in conjunction with our TDI engines, so you can have the sporty driving feel that comes from that phenomenal torque that our TDI engines are so well known for, packaged in a very stylish, sporty expression. So to an extent that's already there. I do not think that we will see an S model with a TDI motor. Our S models are, for a long time now, they have a long history. They are ultra high performance, gasoline powered cars, and in the foreseeable future, certainly, it will remain this way.
It's a good segue again, Brett Edson from Audi USA, the Facebook page. Will we see with the A6 TDI anytime soon, and will it be paired with Quattro?
Yes, we, as part of our overall strategy to continue to reduce fuel consumption and emissions, there is no doubt that we will want to capitalize on the success that we've seen with our A3 TDI and our Q7 TDI to also bring this technology to the other models as well. And of course, the A6 is a very important part of the lineup. I cannot give you an exact timing as to when, but I would say it would be a very safe bet to assume that the TDI technology will come into the A6. And Quattro is what Audi is all about. It defines us. And so we may well combine these two to really set a new standard for the segment.
Another question from Twitter. Can you answer the same question for A4? Do you expect that we'll see it similarly as soon in this market?
The A4 obviously is a car that is now a little bit deeper into its life cycle. And so just logically, it requires a lot of redevelopment work to introduce clean diesel technology to the US market in terms of homologation and compliance issues. So it is unlikely that with the relatively shorter life cycle left, I mean, we're 1/3 of the way into the life cycle of the A4. The development time taken to produce a clean diesel A4 for the US market will mean that it will come to market too late to fully amortize those development costs. So the A6 being, we haven't even started sales of the car yet. It's likely to get to the A6 sooner, and then perhaps the next generation A4 might see the introduction of our clean diesel technology to that segment.
As far as new technology goes, you showed a new version of MMI at CES just last week. What will be the first model we'll see that the new MMI featured?
Well, the A8 actually will be the car that as the premiere of the technology, but it will rapidly find its way into the other models in the lineup. I think the A7 and the A6 follow almost simultaneously.
McCasper on Twitter asks, when will we see the Q3 in the US?
No final decision has yet been taken on the Q3.
How close are we on an e-tron product in the United States?
Well, when we unveiled the e-tron originally, we said that the car will see production in 2012. The US usually lags the European introduction somewhat, but there's been no change to that time frame.
We've had several people ask about the Audi Allroad. Of course, it was quite successful when it was here. Is there any chance of that returning to the United States?
There's certainly a very strong and highly passionate Allroad fan club, and I think that we should heed the calls from those devoted fans, and I would say watch the space.
Another place where you have devoted fans are your RS products. You mentioned the TTRS and the RS5 for America. Question on Twitter was whether the RS4 might come to America.
There has in fact not been a formal decision to produce an RS4 even for Europe. But if we look at our long history of producing RS versions of all our S models, and since there is an S4, I would say that if what's gone in the past is any indicator, it's possible that an RS4 version could be produced, and then I would certainly be very interested to bring it to this market.
It's good to hear. We've had a few questions. Obviously, we're talking about performance. We moved very quickly to motorsport. Obviously, there are a lot of people very interested in that. One of the questions we've had is focus on racing in America. Will Audi return to full-time racing in America, and if so, what series?
I am a very big racing enthusiast. I believe that it is part of the core values of our brand. And goodness, we are in the car business, and it allows us to display our technology. So yes, I would like to see a return to racing. And the American Le Mans series, the sports car racing, has been very good to us. I'd like to think we've been a good partner in the past. And if we return to racing in the US, that's likely the avenue that we'll follow.
I had a few questions on marketing as well. Mike Jurgens asks, when will North American buyers be able to experience the buying experience that Europeans currently enjoy?
I'm not sure what he means by that.
Not sure myself, except perhaps factory delivery, maybe dealer experience, that sort of thing.
Well, we already are offering European delivery, so people can take delivery of their Audi, which they can order through the US dealer, take delivery at the factory. They can drive the car in Europe if they want to combine it with a vacation. They can drop it off at quite a large number of alternative ports, and we will take care of the insurance and the shipping back to the US. So European delivery already exists. As far as the delivery experience inside the dealer is concerned, I think our dealers have invested a very substantial amount of money to upgrade dealer facilities in recent years. And 80% of Audi sales in the US today are done through our exclusive stores, which really capture the essence of the premium Audi brand and create an environment where our customers can fully engage Audi and experience Audi in pure, undiluted form.
One last question. I know you've got a busy schedule. We're talking today on Facebook. A lot of these questions have come in via various social media outlets. How does social media fit into Audi's marketing efforts today, and how important is it to you?
I think that as a progressive brand, we also need to look not just at our immediate target audience, the people who might immediately want to write out a check for an AAW12. We also need to look at the long-term development and watch trends. And Audi is an aspirational brand. It means that we want to ensure that people aspire to the brand with a view to owning it at some stage. And if we look at the different generations in society, yes, today the predominant number of users for all these new social media are younger people, but they are also our future. And certainly it has become a absolutely must-have medium in which to engage the market, into which to get two-way communication in a way that has never been possible before. And we therefore will continue to expand our involvement in this important sector, and there'll be much more to follow in the years to come.
Well, I thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Pleasure as always.
We all appreciate it.
Thank you.